Good day to all of you. Today we shall study relational algebra. Our sincere thanks and acknowledgement to authors Ramesh L. Masri and Shamkat B. Nawate, authors of the textbook being Fundamentals of Database Systems. The content of discussion I have taken from this textbook. Let's start the session. In last two sessions we have discussed about select and project operations of relational algebra in DBMS. And today we shall discuss on sequences of operations which involve both select and project operations along with that rename operation. When we are discussing multiple operations related relational algebraic expressions, then we should know what is inline expression and what are the expressions with intermediate relations and renaming of attributes. Let us take this relational algebraic expression. So in this you can identify this sigma symbol which represents select operation and this pi symbol project operation. So this relational algebraic expression is having multiple operations or sequences of operations. Here employee relation is the input and what will be the output relation for this relational algebraic expression which has multiple operations or sequences of operations. So that we shall discuss now. So let us consider this inline expression, that is single relational algebraic expression which is having multiple operations. So here select operation is present, then project operation. Always inner side what is that will be executed first. So first select operation is done on employee input relation, then whatever result it gives on that this project operation is done. Okay, so if this is the employee relation, it acts as input to this select operation. There will be many rows. It will choose only those rows where D number is 5. So only those rows will be outputted. And this relation will act as input to next project operation. And this project operation will choose only 3 columns. So from this only 3 columns having relation will be the output. And this is the final result of this single relational algebraic expression which is called as inline expression which is having multiple operations. So this was inline expression, that was concept 1 in which all the operations are specified in single relational algebraic expression. In the concept 2 we have intermediate relations and if needed renaming of attributes. So here whatever select operation is there, so that expression is written, what output it will generate, that is named as DEP5 underscore EMPS. So this is intermediate relation, that is not final result. So this is taken as input here. So that is given as input for the next project operation. And what it generates, that will be the final result. So in first concept of inline expression, all the operations are specified in single expression. In second concept of intermediate relations and if needed renaming of attributes, so operation wise expressions are written and whatever output they generate, they are taken as some intermediate relations and they are used as input to next operation. After all the operations are over, what output is generated, that will be the final result. So another set of operations, if you observe here, the difference between this and this is, here the final result after project operation what we have, that is having one more operation here, that is renaming of attributes. So this is sending a relation in which 3 attributes or 3 columns are present and they are F name, L name, salary. So F name, L name, salary. So what those three columns are sent, their names are renamed as, instead of F name, first name, L name is renamed as last name, and salary name is kept as it is. Okay. So this concept of inline expression and the concept of intermediate relations and renaming of attributes, that we shall see with an example next. Now if you consider this inline expression, for that this employee relation we shall take as example input. So inner operation will be evaluated always first. So here select operation, what it does, in the input employee relation it will select only those rows in which department number is 5, means this row, this, and third one, fourth one, these 4 rows it will select. So from employee input relation these 4 rows are selected. So that is the outcome of this select operation. Now those 4 rows will become the input for this project operation. So what this project operation does, it will select 3 columns. So in these 4 rows it will select F name column, L name column, and salary. So F name column is here, then L name and salary. So now only these we will have at the output, that is here, and that will be inputted to this renaming. So what this renaming operation is doing, it is renaming F name as first name. So hence at the output relation, that at output relation we have first name column. So L name is renamed as last name. So L name column. Then salary name is kept as it is. So salary name column we have. So under first name what we will be having, F name which is renamed as first name. So selected output here are John, Franklin, Ramesh, Joyce. John, Franklin, Ramesh, Joyce. They will be present in one column. Similarly second column, which is the second column, last name, because that we got from renaming of L name. So L name is here. Under that we have Smith, Wong, Narayan and English. Smith, Wong, Narayan and English. Then the third column we have salary, which is kept as it is. So under that column we have 30,000, 40,000, 38,000, 25,000. So 30,000, 40,000, 38,000, 25,000. Hence this way we get this final output relation for this single expression, that is inline expression, which is specifying multiple operations. So this is the input relation, that is employee relation, and this is the final output relation out of 3 operations. The first one, select, the output of which is given to next operation, that is project, the output of which is given to next operation, renaming of attributes. Okay. So that was evaluation of first concept, that is inline expression. Next we shall see evaluation of second concept with an example, that is of intermediate relations and renaming of attributes. So in this inline expression, where only one expression was representing multiple operations, that is select, project and rename, for that equivalent, not one expression means multiple expressions are taken for same multiple operations, that is select, project and rename. So these two we shall take, analyze and evaluate next with the example. Okay. So our first expression will be this, and this will be the second expression, and the same employee relation we shall take as input relation. So out of two first expression we have taken here. So this is the employee relation which is being given as input relation. So this select operation will choose only those rows from input relation where department number or DNO equal to 5, and resulting relation will be this intermediate relation as output, which is named as temp here. So how we got this temp intermediate output relation? The original employee relation was taken as input relation. There were 8 rows. Out of 8 rows, in which row department number is 5, only they are selected, and what intermediate output relation is generated, that is named as temp, and that is written here. So taking employee input relation and giving temp intermediate output relation is the outcome of first expression. Next, this intermediate relation temp, that is given as input relation to project operation. Now what will be the outcome of this project operation, which is given for renaming of attributes? So it will have 4 rows but only 3 columns, because it will choose only 3 columns. Which columns here? F name, L name, salary. F name, L name, salary. That is from temp. That is from temp. So in these 4 rows, only F name, L name and salary, these 3 columns are taken. So now these 4 rows, in that 4 rows only these 3 columns we have here. They are inputted to renaming of attributes. What it does, it renames F name as first name, then L name as last name, and salary as salary only. So final output is this. Now if we write an SQL query for this relational algebraic expression, which has 3 operations. So in SQL query we have 3 clauses here. Select, from, where. So how this SQL query will be executed by the DBMS software? First it will see to from clause. So it will locate which relation is to be taken as input. So it will take employee relation as input. From that where clause, it will choose only those rows where department number is 5. Then it will go to select clause. It will select only 3 columns, F name, L name, salary. So this as operator will rename F name as first name, L name as last name, and salary is kept as it is. So that is how this SQL query is actually executed by the DBMS software. That completes the discussion on sequences of operations and the rename operation. In today's video session, we have discussed relational algebraic expressions with respect to multiple operations, with the first concept, that is inline expression, and second concept with the intermediate relations and renaming of attributes. Once again you go through this whole video session very slowly. Prior to this, it is better to go through my previous 2 video sessions, one on select operation, another on project operation, and next if you come to this video session and go through this little bit slowly, then it becomes very easy to understand the complex relational algebraic expressions which we will come across in future discussion. Okay, I hope you understood. Thank you.